What's going on, my gamers out there? Diamond93 here, and welcome back to episode 5 of Minecraft, Building Minecraft City 3.0. I know I was supposed to continue this yesterday though, but unfortunately I ran out of power around like 8:30 last night, and it didn't just knock out it was not even storming last night, so I couldn't do anything about it. And right when I went to bed is when the power came back on. I'm like, bro. You know what's crazy though? There was a time I was supposed to come back online though. It was actually 11:30. Came back on around like 10:30, which is so shocking because I never expected that. Anyways. Oh, well, it's finishing up the burger truck though. Oh, wait, that's right. I need to grab the oak sign as well. Oh, I know I don't. That's for the bumper. I did that already. Duh. There we go.
And then we will also need the smooth quartz slab, and we'll grab the glass pane again. So on the front of the build, we want to have a little number plate, and I'm just going to have food. Actually, in the first number plate, I just want food, and then in the second number plate, I just want to have the number 2. That's because there's like a food 1 over there. There's like a regular sort of food truck, and this is food 2. And then I'm going to place item frames in front of the stairs with blocks of iron inside of the item frames, ladders in front of the furnaces, and then heavy weighted pressure plates on top of them. For the window, I want to have a row of glass pane with then smooth quartz slabs stacked on top of the glass pane. The next thing that we are going to do is place levers on the sides of the service window with string in between the levers. This will set us up nicely for later. Then on the back of the vehicle, we want to have item frames at the top and the bottom like this. And once again, using the signs as number plates or registration plates. I can't remember what Americans call them, I'm going to be honest with you, but the number plates, license plate, I do think it is. Anyway, whatever you want to call them. Now that we have done that, I think that we are in a good position to start actually placing the roof. So for the roof of this, we are going to first of all grab the yellow terracotta, brown terracotta. We'll need the birch buttons, yellow carpet, lime carpet, red carpet, and then that might be. Oh, I guess we'll also need the white carpet as well, 5 steep slate stairs and levers. So on top of the burger van, there is going to be a giant burger. Perfect, match made in heaven. Now we're going to place 2 yellow terracotta behind the center of the raised bit at the front of the vehicle. And then behind these, diagonally, we want to place 1, 2, 3 yellow terracotta, 1, 2, 3 yellow terracotta. On the end here, on top of the 2 center parts of the van, we want to place 2 yellow terracotta as well. And then brown terracotta above the hole here. What we can then do is place yellow terracotta above all of the brown terracottas, and extend the yellow terracotta outwards on all of the sides here, so that it just kind of like lines up above the yellow terracotta. We then want to take the center of the top of the bun, extend it upwards, and I want to place birch buttons on top of the bun to look like little sesame seeds. Also, I'm going to place an array of lime carpet, yellow carpet, red carpet around the edge of the burger, the open part here. And this, of course, is hopefully going to look a little bit like cheese or lettuce or tomato or sauce or whatever your imagination wants to let you think that that is. So on top of the lever, we want to place, or across the top of them really, we want to place a white carpet on the top of this left lever, red, white, red, just extending across like this. And that is pretty much like the outside of the burger van complete, except for the fact that on the back here, and I'm thinking of destroying these bottom two item frames. So along the bottom, and let me also have a little look here. So for the inside of the van, we are going to need red concrete. We're going to need the leather, polished deep slate stairs, which we got rid of and now have back again. And we need the light grey concrete, block of iron, furnace, and we need buttons. And I'm realizing that we've got some of the stuff in here as well. So we will also need the rail, brewing stand.
Uh-oh, I just realized there's no video inside. Uh-oh. Hold up. There we go. There we go.
Yellow candle, maybe even a lantern to place on the outside of the vehicle, and then we'll just leave it at that for now. So, inside the vehicle, let's open up and let's jump in. We have to have a driver's seat, which is going to be the polished deep slate stairs, and a gear stick next to this. It just looks like a generic sort of thing that might be in a drivable vehicle. Behind the seat, light grey concrete, furnace, light grey concrete, couple of blocks of iron, stone buttons in front of the iron, and I think that I'm also going to stack a brewing stand next to this, rail on top of the furnace to make it look as though it's like an actual like grill, and then on the end here we're going to have some condiments, which basically just yellow candles, kind of looks like mustard. You can use, I wish we could mix them. I'd love to have red and yellow candles like mixed into a bunch. Isn't that you can't do that, right? I haven't missed an update where you can. Nah, that's unfortunate. So anyway, a couple of bottles of that will be good. And then it's kind of up to you what you want to do with the top of the van, right? So you can fill the top of this in if you like, or you could use red concrete or something like that. White concrete might be a little bit better. Well, that's unfortunate. White concrete might be a little bit better, but maybe like if we sealed this part off and then made the top of this white, so it gives us kind of like a high ceiling, right? I mean, you could even then put that above the grill if you wanted to. But we could also sneakily put in some. I really like shroomlight, but I mean anything would kind of do. You could even destroy the center of this, and you could, if you were feeling particularly fancy, then you could have some like redstone lamps.
Diddle. I'm filling with the. Don't ask why I'm doing this.
And that's something pretty good if I do say so myself. I'm quite happy with that. Something that so obviously we've got the mustard there, so we can place a. It might be easier to do it from the inside actually. So we can have like a red candle here on this stone, and then you could either have a lantern or you could have like an item frame. You could put some sort of food in the item frame. So we don't have anything that looks like a burger per. Per se, but you know, I mean, steak burger, right? I mean, you could chuck that there if you wanted to, or maybe even just potatoes, chips, or what have you. I'm realizing that redstone is ill-placed. Maybe we can't do that. That's a real shame. I didn't think, I thought that the center of the burger was actually big enough, so no, that would actually just look insane. Or if you wanted to, I mean, would this power up the... I guess not. I mean, that is kind of hidden, but I guess something better like... I quite like shroomlight myself. The reason that I thought that there'd be enough room... I'll just place a couple of shroomlight in here, nice and warm. The reason that I thought that there could be a center was because I thought that the burger was ever so slightly wider, but I guess I was completely wrong. And we can also grab the carpet back, and we can just... I'll just have, like, cheese here, and, like, lime carpet next to it. This inventory is so cluttered, this is why I only usually grab 3 rows of materials. Oh, and on the back of the vehicle as well, just in these item frames, I guess it's good that we have the block of redstone because these make like pretty good brake lights. I really like those as like the look of brake lights. And let's just clear out the inventory a little bit because we actually don't need too many things to continue on. So to continue the outside, we need a wooden shovel, cauldron, oak trapdoor, birch fence gate, lanterns, and that's honestly that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to it. So outside here, I'm just going to shovel a couple of rows. I'm going to have to change underneath the actual vehicle as well. I'm just going to shovel out a couple of rows of grass path, maybe even more so towards the actual service window here. And then in front of this, I want to kind of like leave enough room so that we can have like a bin, aka a cauldron. I'm realizing we're missing some materials as well. We do need some more stuff. We need the spruce. So this is if you want this, to be honest. Like this isn't necessary, but spruce slabs, spruce vents, and spruce trapdoor, because this is the vehicle. This is kind of just the surrounding area. Like this is so unnecessary what we're doing, but we're going to have a little wooden picnic bench, so a couple of spruce vents, spruce slabs either side, with spruce trapdoors on top of these spruce vents, just like this. And then, I mean, that's the whole thing really pretty much complete. But if we are kind of like adding a bit of ambience to this, from where the back of the vehicle is there, we could even, you know what we could do as well, is we could grab a stair and we can kind of like make a little step up into the vehicle too. We'll have to get rid of that number plate, so if we replace that to food 2, there we go, just all in one, so we can have a little stair here. And then if we line up with this stair, and we place with that stair over there, just overhanging the back of the build, so we're going to place a row of birch fence. It's going to be 3 rows high in total, and maybe even 4. Shall we make it 4 rows high? That might be a bit too big. We'll have 4 rows high actually. Extend the birch fence across so that it overhangs the front of the vehicle as well. So we're kind of just overhanging on both sides like this. And then we want to take every other fence and place lanterns underneath, like this. Actually, that doesn't work out, does it? That's a shame. Maybe we should shorten this. So maybe we'll line up the fence with the front of the vehicle, and it'll overhang the back by one. And then that way, there we go, perfect. So we can have kind of like a nice little trio of lanterns.
So your trash can here.
That's looking pretty good. And I like the idea of placing birch fence gates in between these sets of lanterns, like this. And I think it just, not that way. And I think it makes it just look a little bit better. And this will also look better once this area has been developed a little bit more. This is going to kind of like be a little bit secluded in some trees, and we're going to add a couple of like little lights everywhere. So that is the build complete, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed making this. If you have, please do remember to like.
Okay. Well, first things first is you definitely have to fix this a little bit. There we go, that's better. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, so now what I need to do is I now need to kind of break this a little bit so I can add in another section of the table. And then add in the benches right here. Then I'm going to need to do this. I'm now going to grab the item frame real quick. Oh shoot, I got rid of it. Oh no, no, I didn't. It's right there. There we go. Perfect. Now that this is all completed, what I can then do now though is I'm gonna work on something else though. Which I need to keep that, I need to keep these, I need to keep that, and that. Shovel as well. I'm keeping the grass block on me just in case. And I can get rid of everything else. Oh, damn it. I was supposed to put the glass pane inside of the chest. Damn it. I forgot to do that. Oh, well. But now that I'm done with the burger van, there's a specific thing I want to do now, though, which involves the road. I'll grab this, and these. Well, and technically this and this as well. And this too. Okie dokie. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. This goes 32 and 47. For this part. Well, for the curb at least. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okie dokie, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 47. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, no, wrong spot. This spot. The stop sign real quick right here. Perfect. Now, the reason why I went this way though is because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'm not gonna. Oh wait, yeah, I kind of have to stick that there a little bit. So this has to go all the way down that way too. Now, even though originally though there's a traffic light here, I'm not going to run a traffic light here because of how short it is. Because that could cause up a lot of traffic, and I mean a lot of traffic. Wait. Well, that is supposed to be 29 right there, so that wouldn't make sense why that one's 29. Not 30. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Like that. There we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Nice. So now I have that all situated. What I can then technically do, we need to connect that up with this right here, but leave that long stretch alone for right now until I can figure out exactly how long I need to go that way, then that way, to the next intersection. So for right now, let me just patch all this in real quick. Whoops. Put that back. There we go, nicely done. And perfect. Okay, so now I got that all situated. Let me just destroy all these grass blocks real quick over here. Then I just realized something. Having a stop sign here, though, would also create a lot of traffic problems though as well, though. So what I could have here is a three-way stop, actually, come to think of it. Because I do know that some of those things do actually exist in my country. There we go, nicely done. Perfect. Okay, so now I have this intersection all situated. Let me just do a little texture up real quick. Like this. And like this. Now, what I'm going to need to do is I'm also going to need to figure out, though, exactly the length, though, of this road right here. Because I do not remember it off the top of my head. I'm going to have to go down to Oh, I passed that by a long shot. I passed that by a freaking long shot. It's just to come all the way to over here. Oh yeah, I passed that by a long shot. And the reason why I'm doing this road right here, though, is just to make it easier on myself for constructing the road later. Oops, not there. Definitely not like that. No, wait, yeah, this is the sidewalk right here. Hold up. Perfect. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. I'm glad I built this intersection first though, rather than building this road over here first, because this actually helps me figure out the exact length I need to do it for this road. Okay, so now what I need to do is I'm gonna break all these blocks again, right here. Like this. There we go, nicely done. Then I just gotta fill in the road. Like this. There we go. Okay. So we have. Oh wait, hold on. I actually have an idea though, for this part right here. I have an idea. I gotta see if that one block thing is inside the chest over here, because I don't think it is. Let me just double check. It is not. Okay, which means that what I need to do is I need to go back to here and grab this. The small yellow line is what's going to help me figure out this intersection portion right here. like an actual intersection, like an actual three-way intersection would have, would be a small dotted yellow lines. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Oops, not there. There we go, like this. Whoopsie, good thing I still have it in my inventory. Yoink. There we go. Oh. But to be honest though, what I should have done is I should have counted though for like the arrow that goes that way and then to the right. I should have done that though, but I didn't. And I have no idea why I did not do that, to be honest. Because I really needed to do that. Just to make it easier on myself. It's gonna look a little something like this. There we go. Now, here's what we're going to need to do, though. You see this empty gap right here, though, that I just realized I almost forgot about? I'm going to fill this gap in. Because I do not want to see an empty gap, though. When it comes to, like, over here, though. Like, for the road, though, I don't want to see an empty gap like this. I really don't. But if I do remember correctly, the next one was 28, if I remember correctly. But I want to double check, though, before I do anything about it, though. Just to make sure I get the numbers correct, though. But yeah, like, and before I even add, like, the trains as well, though, I want to, because since I had the Roads Plus add-on before I got the trains add-on, though, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I actually add the train tracks in the proper placement. Just to make sure I can get it correct. Because if I don't get it correct, then I don't know what's going to happen. But for right now, though, I'm going to need to do those. I'm actually now I do have a security add-on though. that does actually, that in my opinion is beneficial though for some areas though. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Now the reason why I'm going to do this entire section over here first though is because I want to make sure I get the bridge done though, so I can actually make sure that I can get everything else done next. But the problem though is this. I don't remember exactly the length though of it going in this direction, that direction, and then that direction over there. So I have to figure that out at some point. There we go. I just wanted to extend a little bit like that though, just to make it easier on myself. Now, what I could do is I could like work on something in here, which I will do actually, come to think of it. So let me just stick all the rest of these blocks in here for right now. There we go. And what I'm going to do next though is I'm actually going to work on, yeah, I'll work on the other thing down there though, the teacup, right? So I need this, I'm going to need this, I'm going to definitely need this, I'm definitely going to need these though. Not gonna, and blue concrete, I'm going to need blue concrete as well. But I don't need item frames. I need, oh yeah, I'm also gonna need smooth core block and slabs. Good thing I just remembered that. And then all I need now though is just a few more things, which is blue carpet. I am also going to need, oh no, I don't need the gates. I don't need the gates. I just realized I don't need the fence gates. I need regular fences, and I'm also going to need glowing item frames and shulker boxes. Glowing item frame, and then all I need is just 8 shulker box colors. I just realized I don't think we use blue though, do we? I don't think so. So I believe we do use 8 though. If I'm thinking correctly, Let me just scroll up and just check the thumbnail. Well, the thumbnail only shows 6 though, but if I had to take a random guess though, we do use 8. Okay, so let me just start the construction of it real quick. Oh, whoops, I almost forgot about the stairs. Yoink. And I also just remembered that I still need to put stuff though for the center point as well though. Which I just remembered was cyan terracotta and a light gray concrete. I just remembered. It was these two as well though. So let's take those in my inventory for right now. Just until I can get the exterior done, though. Because then, once I get the exterior done... Oops. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna just stick the birch planks in here, but I am gonna need to find the center point though. Which the center point should be right about here. So I'm gonna grab out these two real quick. I'm gonna stick a cyan terracotta right there. Is that the center point? Let me just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's the center point. I found the center point. Perfect. So now that I found the center point, it's going to make things a lot easier for me to start the construction of it. As I'm looking at it right now, though, and it ends in a light gray concrete. I know what I have to do though is I also have to raise up the light blue and white concrete blocks up an extra block to kind of represent like the walls though a little bit. Even though I think it was concrete and not actual shulker boxes. So, wait, was it concrete or was it actually shulker boxes? I don't remember. Oh dear. Well, let me at least start building up the foundation a little bit though. With this right here. So, we're gonna get a center point. There we go. Okay, so now I have that situated. Okay, so according to this is a cyan terracotta with a light gray concrete on the top. Then it goes down like this. There we go. So it goes something like that. Yes, it does. We're kind of doing like a similar process though to what we did on the shipwreck. There we go. So I want to do this though before I add the teacups. There we go. Perfect. Now, I think he actually used actual concrete rather than shulker boxes. So, I'm thinking of that I need to replace all of these shulker boxes with their proper concretes. So I need to get red. So I need to go back to the chest over here. This little chest right here. Grab out the red concrete, the orange concrete, the yellow concrete. Now I already got the blue concrete right here, which is good. I already got the blue concrete. Okay, so I already got this all situated, so now I need to get lime green concrete. I already got, oh, that's right, I also got the light blue concrete as well, though, right here. I'm also going to need purple concrete and magenta concrete. Let's close that up. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. So now is that all situated now? Okay, so let me just stick the rest of the stuff down in my inventory. And then I'll grab out this and all of these. Sticking them in the center. Right, like this. Not like that. Not like that either. Whoops. Oh wait, unless if it wasn't blue and it was actually pink. But I could be wrong. But I'm gonna leave it like this though. Whoops. So if you look, I can't place it there, which I think is a bit stupid. But I'll just leave it like this though, just for time's sake. Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I just realized something. It's all different though on all the sides. I just realized that. It's all different. Even though I could have made it a bit differently though, I decided not to. I decided to make it like that, which is perfect. Okay, so now what I need to keep though are these ones right here. Those are the ones that I need to keep. I can get rid of everything. I can get rid of all the others. Well, for right now though, because I am going to need purple for when I do the roller coaster at some point. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the purple concrete back real quick though, because that's the next one I'm gonna be working on though. Once I'm done with this episode. So now I'm going to work on the teacups next, though, which I'm going to need all of these. All of these. I'm also going to need a rail and a minecart, I just realized. Grab out a rail, also grab out a minecart. There we go. Now the placement, though, that one's going to be a bit complex, though. Because I don't remember the exact placement, though, unless, though... Whoops. Put that back. What's this? Oh, yeah, it is supposed to look like that. Okay, good. It is supposed to look like that. Yep, it is supposed to look like that. Look like that. Okay, now the reason why I'm putting all these down first, though, is just so I can know the proper placement, though, of these. Whoops, not there, but here. There we go. Okay, good. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one facing this way. So let me put the slab here, and the blocks on the sides. There we go. Now, I also just realized that I don't need the blue concrete right now, though, at the moment, though. So I'm going to stick that back in my inventory, but I'm going to need to keep that on my hotbar just in case. If I still need it, though. I'm going to stick the handle on the... So when you're facing the cup, it'll be on the right side, but when you're facing... Okay. So I'm going to need to make it go clockwise, though. So that means I'm going to need to stick the next one like this, which is already perfect, because it needs to look like that. And I just realized I forgot to put on blue carpet on this one. Perfect. There we go. There we go. And then the handle goes on this side. Right. Yep. Okay, good. Whoops, I didn't mean to cover up the minecart there. Let me also add the handle in real quick, and then I can add in the carpet. Oh, woo. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good. I'm actually going to add the minecart in, like, last on this one, though. And perfect. There we go. Teacup rat's completed. Now, I'm going to need to keep all of these, though. I don't need this. I don't need that anymore. I don't need the rail or the minecart just yet. Well, at the moment, I don't, though. But the problem, though, that I also just realized, though, is this. I still need to finish up this one over here. Right here. Before I actually even build the roller coaster. But this one's going to take me a bit of time, though, to do, though. Because I need to use a lot of shulker boxes. And I mean a lot of shulker boxes for this one. So this one, though, you know what? Let me at least work on the kiosk and the exterior of it real quick. So I need to grab this. I need to grab this, this. I already got the light blue concrete. I need to grab the stone real quick. Do a little bit of that. There we go. Okay. So now I can stick the stone back inside my chest, because I don't need that at the moment. But what I am also going to need, though, is I'm also going to need to grab out, what was I missing? The chest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, wait. It's right here. But I do know, though, that I am also going to need to grab out a door, though, just to make it a bit more fancy, in my opinion. And I need to keep this oak door with me at all times. If I want to do the rest of the kiosks, though, which would be for the Ferris wheel, the go-karts, the bumper cars, the fun house. Well, not really not the fun house, though. Actually, I just realized. So I only need this for 1, 2, 3, 4, because I needed one for the roller coaster as well. So put that back in there. Now I have everything else that I need. Oh, no, I don't. I'm missing one last thing. The glass pane. Oh wait, hold on. Now before I cover out that spot though, let me just put down the smooth quartz there in the back there. Perfect, there we go. There we go, let's stick into our trusty village. Ooh, he's got an eye patch. Even though that would be perfect though for the for that one over there though, I'm actually thinking though that the farmer though would actually fit a bit better though due to actual history. With trading with ships back in like the 1700s at the time. So I guess that would actually make a lot more sense. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the chest, I'm going to stick all this stuff back inside of here. And I'm going to grab out the right concrete though from my inventory real quick. And I'm going to start doing the exterior though of this though, just like this though a little bit. Just like that. There we go. Okay, good. But, okay, so I'm also going to grab smooth stone as well, though, which I don't believe is inside the chest, is it? It is not. Noted. Okay, well, first things first, though, is this. Let me get rid of the cyan terracotta, the light gray concrete, the glowing item frame, because I don't need that right at the moment, though. So I have the birch plank and the birch stairs. Okay, good. So now, what I'm going to do next, though, is I'm going to need to construct this right here, which is going to take me up a lot of time. So, because I need to grab out white shulker boxes, gray shulker boxes, and black shulker boxes. Oh, no, wait, not gray. Light gray. I need to grab out light gray shulker boxes, not gray. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I think I'm also going to need the light blue as well, though, I believe, as well. So, yes, I think I will, though, right? I hate ads. Now, I'm going to grab this out just in case if I need it, though, which I'm most likely going to, though. I'm going to stick the purple concrete inside the chest. But what I am also going to grab out, though, is I'm going to... Well, I definitely need chain. I definitely going to need some chains. So, I definitely know that. Back it up, back it up, back it up, up. Okay, I was right. I am going to need light blue concrete. I was right. So, what else am I going to need now? Oh, that's right. I need signs. Specifically, crimson signs. So I need crimson signs and crimson trapdoors. There we go. This is for the... These are for the actual swings, though, right, though. But I am also going to need redstone block and redstone lamp. There we go. So, now... Here's what I'm actually going to do, though. I'm actually going to stick the unwanted blocks that I don't need inside this chest here. But the problem is, I don't know what unknown blocks I need, though. Because I already got the kiosk built, so I don't need anything related to the kiosk. Which means I don't need the paper, the chest, the lantern, the villager spawn egg, or the glass pane. But I am going to need the smooth stone again. And, oh, that's right, and the oak slabs, too. I nearly forgot about the oak slabs. The oak slabs as well. Wait, what else was I going to need, exactly? I was going to need something else, though, but I don't remember what the heck it was now. God damn it. Well, first things first, though, is let me at least stick the orange concrete, though, inside of the chest, because I don't need that at the moment. Are those all the blocks that I need? According to the tutorial, though, oh, that's right, the smooth stone. Why do I keep forgetting about the frickin' smooth stone? Got it. Perfect. Okay, good.
Access to all of these. Place a blue concrete